There's that wonderful musical Brigadoon about this Scottish Highland village that comes to life every 100 years, and it's romantic and there's beautiful music. Well, this is making beautiful music.
Let it sing.
After 116 years, it's come to life again. It's a special day when you can put fire in the belly of one of these things and bring them back to life. The number 332 steam locomotive on the DM&IR, that was the number 332 that they gave it. It actually started its career back in 1906 on the Duluth-Mesabi Northern Railway and has had quite a life here in the Northland. Very rarely do you see steam engines that are in one place their entire lifetime. Usually they're farmed out, and then the ones that are preserved elsewhere, usually away from where they actually did their work. With the 332, she worked and lived in this area and now is preserved at the Lake Superior Railroad Museum. We haven't had it up and running like this in 2 years, and the COVID was the reason for that. We had a greatly reduced schedule. Our volunteer base, a lot of them are older, so they wisely decided to stay home and sit the season out. And now, of course, you can see the crew is back, the volunteers are here. We started out yesterday with a wood fire in the boiler. That slowly warms the boiler and the water. You can't do it all at once, it's too much of a shock to the engine, so you got to warm it up slowly. So they began yesterday with a wood fire and rags and some kerosene, and then slowly added coal to that until they started to build up the pressure early this morning, and now we're making a full head of steam. And the reason we did that was to check the utensils and utilities on the engine, like to make sure the air compressors work, because we rebuilt one of those over the winter. So make sure the air compressor works, make sure the dynamo works. Most importantly, make sure the whistle works. We're going to have one more final inspection by the FRA, and then we're going to announce our summer steam schedule. Our plan is that we're going to do some training runs, so people will see the engine out doing some training runs here in the yard and on the short end of the line. And then we'll announce a schedule for Two Harbors trips. And Two Harbors, we like to go all the way up to Two Harbors because it gives a chance for the engine to stretch out a little bit and to really work. And also there's a Y up there so we can turn the engine around, because you really don't want to run these backwards as we would with our other diesel engines. These are always meant to go forward. And so therefore you've got to turn the engine so we come back, it's pointed in the right direction. And we have a Y down here at Rice's Point we can use, and another one up in Two Harbors. To be able to take a steam locomotive, repair it, rebuild it, fire it up, and run it safely, that's an art, that's a job. These are volunteers, but they take their responsibilities very seriously. It's also a lot of fun. These things come to life just like a breathing dragon. And you can hear it's got a heartbeat of that air pump. You can hear it hissing and weaning and just ready to go. And there you hear the dynamo coming in. It is just wonderful to watch these things come back to life and to be able to have a hand in it. There's only about 150 of these in all of North America that you can fire up like this. And very few are actually sanctioned by the FRA. So this is a very, very rare piece of railroad history that you're looking at.